Alright folks, welcome aboard another flight on 723 Delta Alpha. Today I'm going to be taking the plane from Monroe, North Carolina to Rock Hill, South Carolina. You're going to see just how quick this is in a plane, whereas normally it takes about an hour to drive here from Rock Hill with no traffic. And it's 1 o'clock on a Friday, so there's probably a lot of traffic, but not in the sky. It's quite a windy day here in Monroe. It's going to be interesting gusty takeoff, and the winds aren't quite as bad in Rock Hill, but I figured I'd take you guys along for this short little hop. Plane's been getting some maintenance, had a Tannis engine heater installed, make it a little easier to start in the wintertime, but interestingly enough, it's the last day of January, and probably not got very many cold days ahead here in South Carolina, so not sure I'm going to get a lot of benefit out of this particular installation, but hopefully it'll benefit the next owner quite a bit. This will probably be the last maintenance flight I make in 723 Delta Alpha, because my next plane will be here at the end of April, and this one will most likely belong to someone else by then. So thanks for coming along, and let me know if you have any questions. Don't forget to follow, like, share, subscribe, interact with the video. That helps me know that you guys are enjoying the content and encourages me to post more. Talk to you soon. We'll see you in there. All right, go ahead and turn on bat 1 and bat 2. Let the system initialize. And we'll just confirm everything's in date. And we've already confirmed all this equipment is ready to use and on board. And we have about 16 gallons of fuel in the plane. We only need 2 gallons to get to Rock Hill, so we're all good there. Weight's 155, and the baggage is about 25 today. We'll confirm that, and we'll go on to the checklist. Pre-flight inspection is complete. Weight and balance has been verified within limits. Emergency equipment is on board. All my passengers have been briefed. My seatbelt's on. Your seatbelt's on. We'll go on to the next checklist. Before starting the engine, there's no external power connected. I've confirmed that. Brakes. Hold. I always like to double check my park brake is set. Master switches are on. Our volts are good. Strobe lights coming on. That lets anyone know that's in close proximity to the airplane know that we're about to start the plane up. The wind's kind of kicking us around here. And power lever, we're going to open it about 1/4 inch. Mixture is cut off. And we'll go fuel pump on. Introduce fuel for 5 to 6 seconds. And back. And then we'll start the engine.
Alright folks, welcome back. We're done with this checklist. All instruments are in the green. Flaps are already up. I'll go ahead and drop a 1 notch just to confirm they go down. And then we'll come back up on the flaps. And it's a little toasty in here, so I'm going to go ahead and turn on some AC. And of course, just coming out of maintenance, we want to check everything really good. So, flaps are good, flaps came back up, and this is an opportunity I like to go ahead and set my takeoff trim now, and of course I'll check it again before we take off, and then I'll set my aileron trim as well. And just because it is a maintenance flight, I'll do everything twice and make sure everything's good before I even move it out of its parking spot. And we'll get a radio check here from Monroe Unicom. Monroe Unicom, Cirrus 723 Delta Alpha, radio check. Thank you, Rick. Oh, there's the detail crew of Airwood, and major shout out to those guys, and actually all of Airwood. Airwood's service is amazing. The whole team, Ben, Lorna, all the mechanics, they're all wonderful. The detail crew is above and beyond, world class, honestly, in my opinion. I've never met such young professional people as the detailers here at Airwood. Major shout out to those guys and everything they do here at Airwood and Monroe. And we'll go ahead and switch tanks. Make sure we don't lose anything. And we're good there. I'll go ahead and grab the weather.
Charlotte Monroe Executive Airport.
Automated weather observation 1759er Zulu. Wind 210 at 14. Peak gusts 30.
Very good.
Visibility 10. Sky condition broken 2,400 Broken 3,100. Temperature 19 Celsius. Dew point 13 Celsius. Altimeter 2994. Remarks. Density altitude 1,000.
All right, we're all good to go on that. Here we go. We'll go do a run up. And as we pull out, we're watching for our HSI, watching for our turn slip coordinator, and making sure all instruments move freely. Monroe traffic, Cirrus 723 Delta Alpha is texting from Airwood ramp to run up 23 Monroe. All clear left, right, and center. And everything moves as it should, swings freely. Got some control inputs there while we're taxiing just because the wind is quite gusty, and last thing we want to do is get flipped over. That'd be messy. All right, here we go. Go ahead and set our park brake now. And we're faced into the wind. Brake's good, HSI is good, attitude gyro is good, and turn coordinator is good. All right, we'll go through our checklist now. My door's latched, your door's latched. Caps look good. Caps handle, pin is removed and down. My seatbelt and shoulder harness is on. The AC is as desired for right now. I will turn the AC off during the engine run up just so I can get a better stable RPM. Fuel quantity is on the fullest tank. Fuel selector is on the right tank, and we're going to leave it there. And we're going to go down on the flaps to 50%, and they're moving. And indicated and down. Transponders on 1200. Autopilot check. We can overpower the autopilot. Just barely. Weak. Alright, and one thing I will do is we'll test the autopilot to our heading. And make sure it goes left and back right. And that's what I want to see. Brakes are set, mixture's full rich. Power lever to 2200, and I'll just cover the brakes with my feet as well. Let me know the park brake is set because it thinks I'm trying to take off. There's 2190, 2180, 2170. We'll let it kind of get stable here. Alright. Power's at 46%, 2190. Manifold pressure looks good. Fuel flow's good. Oil temperature's in the green, oil pressure's in the green. Both alternators look great. CHTs, EGTs look great. All of our volts look good. And so now we'll check the right mag. Down to 2110. I'll take that. And back to both, puts me back at 2200. Left mag. Down to 2050. So that's acceptable. Perfect. And we'll go back to our engine page real quick. Make sure alternator captures, and it does. And I'm happy with that. Idle check, throttle closed. And the plane doesn't cut off, so we'll come back to 1000. And we'll come back on the mixture. AC back on, we'll go ahead and turn recirc off for takeoff. Engine checklist is complete. Nav lights are not needed, landing light is on. Flight instruments are good. and we'll leave out of here at 2,500 feet. And our flight plan is KUZA Rockhill. All right, you guys ready to go? Here we go. Monroe traffic, Cirrus 723 Delta Alpha is taxiing for runup 23, runway 23 for departure to the southwest. Rockhill. Monroe. Departing to Rockhill, but departing from Monroe. And we got a stiff wind right down the runway, so we'll get off in a very short distance today. But it's gusty. And because the plane did just come out of maintenance, I'll go full throttle, brakes held, almost replicating a short field takeoff, just to make sure everything's in the green at full power before I start to roll. Monroe traffic, Cirrus 723 Delta Alpha is taking off runway 23, departure to the southwest. Monroe. All right. Flaps 50, mixture full rich, fuel pumps on, caps, handle pans removed, recirc is off, we're ready to go. There's full power, everything's in the green. Using the rudder to stay coordinated in this windy condition. There's 50. There's 60 coming up quick. There's 70. And rotate. And flaps coming up. And as we knew it, it would be bumpy. Big old hulk over the runway. And we'll go autopilot on, heading mode, flight level change, and we'll climb out at 97 knots. We'll go direct, enter, and make sure we're not going to run into Charlotte's airspace, and that looks 600. Good.
No traffic, Hawk 2746 Lima, about 9 miles, ILS 5, going to circle around for 23, Monroe.
Monroe traffic, Cirrus 723 Delta Alpha is off the departure end at 23, 1,500 for 2,500, departing to the west, Monroe. Sure might stay here at 2,000. Rockhill traffic, Cirrus 723 Delta Alpha is 10 miles to the east inbound for landing on 20 Rockhill. Rockhill traffic, Cirrus 723 Delta Alpha, 7 miles east of the field, inbound for landing on 20. We'll take a 45 to the left downwind when we arrive. Rockhill traffic, Cirrus 723 Delta Alpha is 4 miles east of the field, and we're on a 45 for the left downwind for 20 Rockhill.
Rockhill traffic, Cherokee 992, Juliet, left base, runway 20, Rockhill.
Rockhill traffic, Cirrus 723 Delta Alpha is joining left downwind for 20, be a full stop Rockhill.
Altitude.
Rocket traffic, Cirrus 723 Delta Alpha, left base 20, full stop, Rock Hill.
Rock Hill traffic, Cherokee 99 Juliet, go, runway 20, Rock Hill.
Rock Hill traffic, Cirrus 723 Delta Alpha's turn and final for 20, Rock Hill.
County 737, vector soft. Simulated inbound.
500.
500.
Rock Hill traffic, Cherokee 99 Juliet, turning left crossing, runway 20, Rock Hill.
Lake County traffic, 37, Quebec, turning final runway.
Little gusty.
Rock Hill traffic, Cherokee 99 Juliet, turning left downwind, runway 20, Rock Hill.
Oh, little hard. Not my proudest moment. Rock Hill traffic, Cirrus 723 Delta Alpha is exiting 20 Delta Alpha to the shade ports, Rock Hill. I gotta find lunch somewhere. What do you think about a Pokeball? Sounds good to me.
All right. Wasn't too bad.